Catholic school students are getting ready to head back to the classroom after the state's Supreme Court ruling how soon Madison public school students could join them.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's September 13th. Thank you for starting your Sunday with us. I'm Christina Laurie. We will have more on that in less than a minute. But first, thousands of Catholics will once again be obligated to attend Sunday Mass in Wisconsin. 2 weeks from today, the Madison Diocese will officially lift their dispensation, which has allowed Catholics to not attend Sunday services since coronavirus cases started growing mid-March. Now, even as cases continue to climb, Diocese statewide announced that is ending, starting with Green Bay next weekend and Madison 1 week later. The diocese says the obligation to attend weekly Mass does not apply to people with serious health conditions or those who are caring for sick family members. A reminder, we air a 30-minute service here on News 3 every Sunday morning at 6 a.m. right before this show. Starting tomorrow, 8 Catholic schools in Dane County are heading back to in-person learning for grades 3 through 12, following the state Supreme Court ruling that all school districts can return to in-person learning. St. Ambrose is one of those. Administrators there say they will still offer a virtual option for parents who want their kids to learn that way, but right now they say only 2 families are going that route. When kids return tomorrow, they'll be required to wear masks and socially distance. Teachers will be teaching behind plexiglass. The Madison Metropolitan School District has no immediate plans, meanwhile, to move students back into schools. The district spokesman says MMSD will stay virtual, but plans to, quote, review the recent action taken by the state Supreme Court. The district will also continue its close collaboration with local county and city health officials to guide in its decision-making process. As for other schools, DeForest says it will continue to stay fully virtual for the time being. The same goes for Verona. The district says the pandemic has taught all of us that what we know and understand is that today is always subject to change. Speaking of change, all 3 Madison area hospitals are once again tightening visitor guidelines. Starting Tuesday, a reminder that no inpatient visitors will be allowed for adult patients at the hospitals, except for healthcare decision makers, support people for those living with disabilities, and visitors for end-of-life patients. Also, no visitors will be allowed for clinic appointments. Only 2 people per patient will be allowed in pediatric settings, and 1 support person will be allowed for maternity patients at Meriter, and 1 during and after delivery at St. Mary's. UW Health is making plans to expand its diversity, equity, and inclusion team to better serve people of color. It says while health inequalities are nothing new, COVID has affected people of color disproportionately at every level. That's why UW Health is working to improve recruitment and retention of its employees of color. The hospital is also partnering with community groups to make a difference outside of the hospital,
such as initiatives around reducing low birth weight for babies born to Black women in Dane County, or initiatives around making sure that communities have access to resources such as resources to pay rent or have access to food for food insecurity.
UW Health says it will continue to look for ways to make its system more equitable. Now, in some sunnier news, literally, let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Chris Reese. Hey, Chris.
Good morning, Christina. Sunday is getting ready to live up to its name as we finally see the return of that giant yellow ball of gas and fire in the sky. Already, you're starting to see the sun really reflect off of some of the buildings right there down on the Memorial Union. High-resolution Doppler, absolutely clear for us. This should stick around not just for today, but for a couple of days. I'm expecting us to pretty much be rain-free. Temperature-wise, most of us are all into the mid-50s at this point. Watoma at 57. Good morning to the Dells. They're a little bit cooler, coming in at 51. Camp Douglas at 54. Mineral Point also at 54. Then you have Platteville also right around 51 earlier on this morning. Future Track continues to keep us full of sunshine. We'll top out into the low 70s as we move into this afternoon. Overnight tonight, we'll see those lows called down into the 50s. A couple more clouds may get into the mix. This particular model wants to throw some showers out towards the west, but my true expectation is for everyone to be dry as we head to the overnight hours. Christina?
So much, Chris. As thousands of local students get ready to begin their first full week of classes this school year, someone they might recognize is releasing a new picture book promising to teach them how to stay safe this year.
Emma was kind of nervous about going back to school. But Emma's mommy and daddy taught Elmo how to do belly breaths to calm down when Elmo has big feelings like this. You breathe in, and you breathe out. And that makes Elmo feel a lot better.
Yeah, that seems to work for me too. So what's different about school this year for you?
Elmo's not able to hug his friends or give them high fives, so we wave to each other instead. Oh, and our seats are far apart, but Elmo still can see his friends.
Do you wear a mask, Elmo?
Yes, Elmo has a mask in school, and anytime Elmo goes outside, it's very important. Yeah, wearing a mask helps everybody stay healthy.
Elmo wants all kids to stay safe and healthy as they start their school year.
Wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers in the places in between.
Another reassuring message from Sesame Street during a time kids need it most.
Hi.
Oh, Anthony, how are you?
I'm good. Can you help me?
Just like the one Big Bird shared with our own Anthony Mason back in April, in the early days of quarantine.
There's some kids out there, Big Bird, who might be feeling scared or lonely right now. What would you say to them?
We can lend a hand or a wing in my case, and we can help each other. And you can send somebody a virtual hug. How about that?
Here is a big virtual hug from Elmo.
Virtual hugs or waving to your friends in school. And to help kids ease into that new normal, Elmo and his friends have a new picture book called Heroes Wear Masks, Elmo's Super Adventure. That's Elmo wearing a mask as he is super ready for school. That's the new classroom where Elmo is excited to see his friends even though they have to sit far apart. And of course, reminding everyone to wash hands frequently.
Parents need to ease their own anxiety because children are watching us. So it's
Child
so
development
important for
expert
parents
Dr.
to have
Rosemary Trujillo is Senior Vice President for Curriculum and Content at Sesame Workshop.
We need to talk to our children about how the class is going to be different and how we are going to be wearing our masks in school and how the desks are going to be set apart so they know what to expect. So it won't be surprising to them.
Were you nervous about going back to school? Which brings us back to my virtual chat with Elmo and this valuable piece of advice he shared for all of us.
Most important is to be extra, extra careful and extra safe. And that helps Elmo feel better too. And then Elmo does the belly breathing, and the two of those things together make you feel a lot better.
Vladimir Jutip, CBS News, New York.
Heroes Wear Masks, Elmo's Super Adventure comes out this Tuesday, September 15th. More local news now. Some good news for parents. The Henry Vilas Zoo is adding new features to help people living with sensory processing needs. The zoo is now offering free sensory bags thanks to a partnership with the nonprofit Culture City. The bags include noise-canceling headphones for anyone who finds loud noises overwhelming, toys to fidget with to stay physically engaged and help people calm down, and communication cards.
Especially if they're feeling very overwhelmed, communicating that can be a lot. So this card is an easy way for them to be able to point to and to explain to either a staff person or family member that they're with how they're feeling.
You'll also find new signs up at the zoo showing which areas are good places to wear the headphones and directing families to quiet places where people with sensory needs can relax. The zoo is open every day from 9:30 until 4:30. It's 7:08 this morning. Sun in the 70s are finally back in the forecast, proving summer isn't over just yet. Chris will tell us how long this weather will last right after this.
Bad sleep.
Oh, the worst.
You know, there's really no excuse for bad sleep. During the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or to celebrate our newest arrival, come in and test out the outrageously comfortable Casper mattress. Check out the Summit Queen, only $189.99. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry, the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I backed MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows, and nothing's worked like my pillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or My Pillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive, and it's nice and small.
The My Pillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the My Pillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
My Pillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on My Pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or My Pillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
This season, the hottest destination isn't a place, it's a retreat on wheels. Now's your chance to get away in a Ford SUV. The SUVs with the highest brand loyalty in the industry. With scenic views, premium sound, and all your favorite tech, every drive is one exhilarating destination. And with great offers going on now, you've arrived. Choose FlexBuy on Escape with 0% financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash and $1,000 retail trade assist.
We've been waiting to say this for so long. It's game day, Packer fans. And one of the biggest questions heading into this season is, will they be able to stop the run? Because to be honest, last year teams were running right through the Packers. Remember the NFC Championship game? The 49ers rushed for 285 yards. All training camp, the talk from the defense this year has been, that's not happening again. So players say they are now in the right mindset.
This attitude, all guys just wanting to stop the run. I think there's no secret formula to it, and I think the guys are fully invested into understanding. Teams are going to try to run the ball, and it's our job to stop them. And like you said, I wasn't a part of the San Francisco game, but I can just see that guys are really putting special emphasis on stopping the run.
The family of George Floyd will attend today's game. The stadium is only 3 miles from where Floyd died in police custody. Floyd's family members will be recognized after the live performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing, known as the Black National Anthem. Kickoff is today at noon. Good news for Badger football fans who had to just watch other college teams kick off this weekend. The Big Ten's presidents and chancellors are reportedly meeting again today to possibly vote on when football could restart. The conference's medical subcommittee met Saturday to figure out and review all of the latest medical information and safety protocols. So again, there could be a revote today on specific return dates and how to properly restart the season. And this weekend's Brewers-Cubs series is now tied heading into today's game. The Crew lost to Chicago overnight after leading for much of the game. Ryan Braun put the team up 2-0 after a homer in the 4th. And it was all good until the 9th when Josh Hader gave up a 3-run shot to Jason Hayward. Brewers lose 4-2. First pitch today is at 1:10. Beloit Snappers fans can now vote for the team's new name. The team is released new name, and they're very Wisconsin to say the least. There's the Cheese Balls, the Moo, Polka Pie, Sky Carp, and my favorite, the Supper Clubbers. Fans have 2 weeks now to vote for their favorite on the team's website. What are you casting your ballot for, Chris?
The Moo is very Wisconsin.
Very, very. So is Cheese Balls.
Yes. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to think about that. In the meantime, I'm focused on the sunshine that we have outside. Christina, I'm happy to tell everyone this morning, get outside today, enjoy that sunshine that we're going to have around. Although, It's here to stick for multiple days. 55 is where we're starting. The dew point is also at 55, so don't be surprised if there's some fog, especially down in low valleys. 55 for Janesville, too. Boscobel, good morning. You're waking up at 53 degrees. Good morning to Lone Rock and Viroqua, also joining you right around 53. Juneau's at 56. Watertown, good morning, at 54. High-resolution Dopplers clear for all of us as we are starting this day. The only place we're finding showers is up throughout parts of Door County towards Washington Island. Otherwise, the Midwest as a whole remains generally clear. Moisture is being swept out by a front going towards the south and east. I didn't necessarily call it a cold front because temperatures will actually be warmer now that we're seeing more sunshine. High pressure is going to take control as we go through the next couple of days. I say it all the time, blue H, think blue sky, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. This is this afternoon at lunchtime. Temperatures will be into the mid-60s at this point. There may be a couple of clouds filtered in, but I'm really expecting those to go by the wayside as we move into the later part of the afternoon. Temperatures will be into the low 70s, even some mid 70s may show up if you get enough sunshine coming down on that thermometer there. 51 overnight tonight, a couple of clouds off towards the north and west. Most of us should stay dry as we move through the overnight hours. Then tomorrow, it's more of a southerly wind. Expect those temperatures again into the low and perhaps even mid-70s. That'll take us into your Tuesday as well. The upper air pattern, I love to show it. Here's what's happening. We are getting in a little shot of some warmth coming in while that colder air stays up near Canada. But by the end of the week, we will actually see a shot of that try to make its way down our direction. That'll just keep us in a little bit of a cooler flow as we move into next weekend. Watch this. 70s to start the week, 78 by Wednesday. This is the pool day. Perhaps the last pool day, but if your pool is still open, Wednesday is the day. We're going to be close to 80. Thursday, we're at 72. Here comes a front. There's not much moisture to work with, but that cold front keeps us down into the 60s as we move into next weekend. Our normal high temperature, by the way, 72 at this point of the year. But here's how everything's shaping up for us. We're talking multiple days of sunshine, Christina, starting today, and sunshine through all 10 days of this forecast. Even our slight rain chance that we have on Thursday is one that's fading away as I watch more of the model data. It's more so looking like high pressure just stays in control for a while.
Make it disappear. We had plenty of rain this past week. I don't think anyone will be complaining.
Made up for the drought.
Don't let us know. We just don't want to hear it. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
Sure, our cheese, farmers market, and the Badgers, of course, are great, but what is the absolute coolest thing made in Wisconsin? It's up to you to decide. Voting begins tomorrow in the annual contest. We'll have a preview of what you can cast your ballot for this year right after this.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
1, 2, 3,
Get $2,000 customer cash on a new 2020 Toyota Camry or Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Culligan. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Your mission. Stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take it on with Rinvoq. Rinvoq, a once-daily pill, can dramatically improve symptoms. Rinvoq helps tame pain, stiffness, swelling, and for some, Rinvoq can even significantly reduce RA fatigue. That's Rinvoq relief. With RA, your overactive immune system attacks your joints. Rinvoq regulates it to help stop the attack.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious infections and blood clots, sometimes fatal, have occurred, as have certain cancers, including lymphoma, and tears in the stomach or intestines, and changes in lab results. Your doctor should monitor your blood work. Tell your doctor about any infections, and if you are or may become pregnant while taking Rinvoq.
Take on RA. Talk to your rheumatologist about Rinvoq relief. Rinvoq. Make it your mission. If you can't afford your medicine, AbbVie may be able to help.
At GHC, we want you to be safer at home. We have more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
When you put money in a big bank,
there it goes. But when you keep your money at Associated Bank, it gets invested close to home. It might become this family's renovation or help this little one's college fund. It could build local business or your favorite neighborhood spot. Because when you bank with Associated Bank, your money works in your community. All you have to do is make a simple choice. Send your money there or keep it here. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
1, 2, 3, up! Get $2,000 customer cash on a new 2020 Toyota Camry or Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get your resumes ready. Amazon is looking to add thousands of new employees this fall, and the company is hosting a career day later this week. The company is hiring 33,000 new employees in total. Most of the job openings are for corporate and tech positions. The average pay, $150,000 a year. Amazon says it will take applications during a career day event this Wednesday, September 16th. The company plans to use 1,000 recruiters and will provide 20,000 free career coaching sessions. Also this week, we could get a preview of the newest iPhone. Apple is holding a big event on Tuesday where many people expect the company to reveal the iPhone 12 with full 5G capabilities. That means the phone would be the company's first to connect to the new ultra-fast wireless network. But iPhone fans may not want to get their hopes up just yet. There are questions about whether pandemic-related supply chain problems will delay the phone's release. We'll all find out when Apple streams that event Tuesday, September 15th. What do a big boy all-weather rifle, Milwaukee 8 engine, and a sea salt caramel pecan Kringle have in common? They're all past winners of the annual Coolest Thing Made in Wisconsin contest. Voting starts tomorrow for this year's contenders. Joining us this morning is Nick to talk about this year's finalists. So Nick, voting starts tomorrow. What are some of the things voters can cast their ballots for? Hi Nick, can you hear me? Looks like we're having an audio issue with Nick. I'm going to just talk for a few minutes to see if we can get it figured out. I think we'll just go back to him after this break. So stick with us. We're going to take a little break and we'll get this sorted out and talk to Nick in just a few seconds. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive and it's nice and small.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. This drug remains approved by the FDA. If you or a loved one regularly took Zantac and were later diagnosed with cancer, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Potential cancers include bladder cancer, colon cancer, kidney cancer, stomach cancer, liver cancer, pancreatic cancer. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting with your doctor. Discontinuing a prescribed medication without your doctor's advice can result in injury or death.
Call 1-800-670-2995.
No matter what the color of your skin is, we all have to be part of this.
It is a time that we hear people out who are offering up solutions that can lead to change.
We are spending a lot of time right now listening so we can better do our job, so we can better amplify your voices, tell your stories, and hopefully build a better tomorrow, a better city for all of us.
2020 may not just be the year that everything was canceled. It may end up being the most important year yet.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Sorry for the technical difficulties there. If you're staying tuned to hear from Nick, we're going to try to get him back on our show next weekend, but just the audio wasn't working this morning. You got to love the 21st century, right? It's Sunday, September 13th. I'm Christina Laurie. We have some headlines to get you caught up with, though. It's been a record-setting week here in Wisconsin's battle against the coronavirus. The state is now averaging more than 1,000 new cases a day, at least 1,300 new cases over the past 3 days, and more than 1 in 10 of the state's total cases, which have been adding up since March, remain active. In just the past 24 hours, 12 more people have died from complications of the virus. Meanwhile, UW-Madison continues to contribute to Dane County's COVID spike. 90 more students tested positive this weekend, bringing the university's all-time total to more than 1,800. Those numbers are causing UW-Madison students to speak out. Several protested outside the Gordon Dining Center on campus overnight. They laid out several demands, including what they call a moral restart, which includes moving classes online, lowering residence hall capacity, and requiring a negative COVID-19 test before attending social gatherings. Right now, students inside 2 residence halls and 22 fraternity and sorority houses are under mandatory 2-week quarantine. The Office of Chancellor Rebecca Blink tells News 3 Now she plans on taking media questions for the first time since that quarantine went into place early this coming week. Now for some good news this morning, and we need it amid all that's going on in our show and the world. Come on, bring it to us, Chris.
Sunshine, it is finally returning to us right here in South Central Wisconsin after we have gone through an entire week of just added cloud cover, added gloom, added rain. That's all starting to move out. We're flipping over the coin and turning to a new leaf here. But here's Doppler track right now. There are a couple showers up near Door County at the moment, but here in South Central Wisconsin, things are all clear for us. High resolution Doppler finally getting a chance to relax after working out for the past week. Sunshine still showing up at the Memorial Union there. Temperature-wise, we're at 55. A couple of clouds are passing by the airport right now, but overall, the entire day is one that's going to feature sunshine. By the way, check it out. Our temperature's at 55. Dew points are also at 55. That creates relative humidity right around 100%. What that's going to do is that adds just enough moisture that I expect there to be some fog, especially if you're in any low-lying valleys. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, temperatures, they're in the 50s for pretty much all of us. Good morning to the Dells at 52. Mineral Point waking up at 54. Monroe waking up also at 54. Then Janesville, that's friends with Madison, at 55 right now. But as we look ahead, going throughout your morning, sunshine really steals the show. By 1 o'clock, we're at 67, and then temperatures are expected to warm up into the lower 70s as we head into today. Christina, it has been a while since we've truly had temperatures into the low 70s, and I expect us to enjoy that not just today, but for the week ahead as well. I'll tell you, there aren't many rain chances in that extended forecast when we get to it.
Thanks so much, Chris. You've been hearing it everywhere. Get your flu shot. And this year, doctors say that's especially important. That's why UW Health and News 3 Now are teaming up to show you that even doctors and chief meteorologists need their flu shots.
This year is extra special because we have this COVID-19 pandemic going on. One of the things we worry about as healthcare professionals is that if we have a really bad flu season and influenza season on top of a COVID-19 pandemic, that could put us in a tough spot. We might run out of personal protective equipment. We could have hospitals that are overrun with people with respiratory disease. And what we don't want to see is people who get both at the same time. So COVID-19 and influenza, we think those people are going to do a little bit worse than people who would just get one or the other.
Will the flu shot protect you in any way from COVID-19? Are they connected at all?
Right, so the flu shot won't protect you from COVID, except in the sense of it'll protect you from getting both COVID and influenza at the same time, which would be really tough. That would be a hard thing to kind of beat yourself if you got both at the same time. So that's where the flu shot can help you as it relates to COVID.
And everyone should get one.
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of kind of urban legends around influenza shots. You'll hear someone say, I got the flu shot and then I got the flu like the next day. And these one-off stories, they sound good, but for the most part, if you get the flu the day after the flu shot, that means you were exposed to influenza before you got the shot. Some people say, I got the flu shot, it didn't work very good. And it's true that that flu virus can mutate a little bit between when the companies make the vaccine and the virus gets to us. But even those people who get flu get a much more mild case usually if they had already gotten the flu shot. So, unless you've got a strong reason not to get it, you're allergic to some part of the vaccine, or your doctors tell you you're not a good candidate, the influenza vaccine is really important for us to get this year.
If you get it now, will you be protected throughout the entirety of the cold and flu season?
Yeah, so the flu shot won't change. The one that we have now is the one that you'll get today, or you'd get 2 months from now if you waited. I think the reason to get it right now is, one, we'll start seeing influenza pretty soon. Two, we expect there to be a big demand for influenza shots this year. So if you can get it now, best to get it now rather than think you're going to get it later and then have trouble with supply chain.
And it's going to last through the summer. I mean, it's not going to wear out in February.
No, there's one flu shot for the year. So if you get it now, you're good for the rest of the respiratory season. You won't need another one until next year.
Should you have your children vaccinated?
Yeah, it's very important that our children get vaccinated. I think lots of times we don't think of them as having bad outcomes from influenza or the cold, but there are a number of children who do have really severe cases of influenza. Really important to get your kids vaccinated this year too.
You can schedule an appointment to get your flu shot through UW Health on uwhealth.org/flu. It's 7:31 this morning. After nearly 3 decades, 1,500 community affairs shows and 7,400 editorials, our very own Neil Heinen is retiring. But first, he's stopping by our morning show as someone who's seen Madison go through a lot. We're heading back in time, looking back at some of his best memories right after this.
When unexpected home projects come along, use the Home Advisor app and instantly book an appointment online with a top-rated pro. Be prepared for whatever home projects come your way. Download the free Home Advisor app today.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. We've created the best offer yet with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Celebrities and even people across the country just like you look and feel years younger in minutes.
So I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. And I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and I'm not joking. It works.
I'm Neela. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to take care of yourself. Plexiderm, seriously, it's amazing. There's nothing there, like the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. So if under-eye bags and wrinkles make you look tired and older, try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
If I'm your president, on day one, we'll implement the national strategy I've been laying out since March. We'll develop and deploy rapid tests with results available immediately. We'll make the medical supplies and protective equipment that our country needs. And we'll make them here in America. We'll have a national mandate to wear masks, not as a burden, but as a patriotic duty to protect one another. In short, we'll do what we should have done from the very beginning. Our current president has failed in his most basic duty to the nation. He's failed to protect America. And my fellow Americans, That is unforgivable. As president, I'll make you a promise. I'll protect America. I will defend us from every attack, seen and unseen, always, without exception, every time. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales and rewards like fuel points, all for prices that are lower than the everyday low. So go ahead, get lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A1 Furniture and Mattress on Stoughton Road is now open. With quality mattresses at the guaranteed best price. Try before you buy and take it home today. That's why we're A1, locally owned and operated since 1980.
Difficulties this morning. We're still trying to get in touch with Neil, but first, as summer comes to an end, so does our series on the musicians that make the concerts on the square so special. With the 37th concert series, A Victim of the Pandemic, we've been introducing you instead to the individual musicians of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. This weekend, it's a viola player.
Deirdre Buckley is a member of the viola section. She has been with us since 1992. A seasoned member of the orchestra, she sits next to our principal, has always got a smile on her face.
I decided to do 3 different dances, one by Marin Murray, 5 old French dances, and the one I chose is La Provençale, and then Courante by J.S. Bach. And then finally, I included a piece of my own, and I just called it Dance. I probably could get a better name, but I was influenced in writing my piece by the other 2. Viola, and in 7th grade I had the opportunity to play the viola in a certain situation, and the sound, the richness and depth of the strings, the warm, beautiful sound, I was smitten, and so I eventually switched over full-time to viola. So I can still play violin, but I prefer to play viola. I just love the rich, beautiful, deep sound. Concerts on the Square is so special. I mean, to be able to play the serious symphonic music that we play, but also to play all other kinds of music too. We've played movie music and Beatles and just everything. I get to play a wide variety of music, and my talented colleagues can just play anything. And the chamber orchestra as a small group, and so we're so nimble, and we can turn on a dime, and the ensemble are, it's so tight and together. And Andrew is so much fun and has such a great sense of humor, and he picks such wonderful repertoire for us. It's a joy. It's a joy.
Concerts off the Square series will continue next week when we show you the best moments with all the musicians we've been featuring this summer. It's 7:39 this morning. We're going to take a live look over the Capitol on this soon-to-be sunny Sunday. Chris is back with a look ahead at our work week forecast and how long this much-deserved pleasant weather will stick around. But first, let's take a look at who's turning 3 years old today. Happy birthday to Theodore. Wow, he is cute. And everyone else celebrating this weekend.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
In the race for a vaccine, the finish line is approaching. Safety protocols in place. And the greatest economy the world has ever seen coming back to life. But Joe Biden wants to change that.
I would shut it down.
Why would we ever let Biden kill countless American businesses, jobs, and our economic future when President Trump's great American comeback is now underway?
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
1, 2, 3,
Right now, you can get $2,000 customer cash on a stylish new 2020 Toyota Camry or Camry Hybrid. Toyota, let's go places.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine, and using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
The secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth.
When I use these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Try it now and get up to 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen.
We're back. We got our to-go food.
Oh, good. What a treat after a long week and no cleanup. When you can't dine in, then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, sponsored by the Wisconsin Beef Council. I guess there is still cleanup to do.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
President Trump is back on the campaign trail this weekend, speaking to supporters at a Nevada airport. Few people at the rally were wearing masks Saturday night. Before the rally, Trump spoke with reporters about the size of the crowd, as well as how he fares in polls in Nevada.
I think we're going to win it. We almost won it last time, and it was for a certain reason we didn't quite get there, which was perhaps a miscalculation by somebody.
The latest New York Times poll has Joe Biden leading the president 46% to 42%. According to the latest CBS News polls, Trump trails Biden nationally 52% to 42%. This weekend, both Twitter and Facebook are putting a warning label on posts made by the president. Those posts urged North Carolina residents to vote twice. The president claimed voters should make sure their ballots are counted by showing up to the polls even if they submitted their mail-in ballots already. Twitter says Trump broke the site's rules about election integrity. Facebook says voting by mail has a long history of trustworthiness. The state's Attorney General Josh Stein is also responding to the president. He tweeted overnight telling people living in his state to, quote, not do what the president says. He says voters should vote early and reminds them that voting twice, however, is a felony. Last month's storms cost the U.S. economy billions of dollars. That's according to insurance company Aon. The firm's global catastrophe recap report finds Hurricane Laura cost at least $10 billion. It also estimates Hurricane Isaias and the derecho that tore through Iowa each cost about $5 billion. Wildfires in western states continue burning this morning as several large cities face smoky, gray, and bleak conditions. Danya Bacchus reports.
Unrelenting wildfires continue to wreak havoc on the West.
This is insane.
Leaving behind unimaginable destruction and a rising loss of life. This week alone, at least 19 people have died. 16-year-old Josiah Williams was one of them.
Family's just so heartbroken.
In Oregon, officials are bracing for a mass fatality incident. Fires there have wiped out more than 800,000 acres. And after only 5 days, this outbreak of fires in Washington state is the second worst in its history. Mandy McDonald is now homeless.
And unfortunately, I went at the very exact moment to come around the corner to see my house falling to the ground completely in flames.
Aaron Buck's home was in the path of the massive creek fire.
We all know in the back of our minds up there, this could happen.
His home is still standing, but more than 300 structures were lost.
We've lost what we've lost. We have what we have left. We're gonna rebuild.
This fire is one in a record-breaking fire season that's just getting started. More than 3 million acres have burned in California. Governor Gavin Newsom surveyed the catastrophic damage on Friday.
This is a climate dam emergency. This is real, and it's happening. This is the perfect storm.
Seattle, Los Angeles, and San Francisco's poor air quality is forcing many to stay inside this weekend. Oregon now has the worst air in the world. Fire crews are hoping this weekend's temporary cooler weather will give them a leg up in the firefight.
We're all out here and ready to continue the fight as long as we should need to do that.
Danya Bacchus, CBS News.
Fire crews say they do not expect to have a complete hold on the creek fire until next month. And this morning, the Wisconsin National Guard is officially on the ground in California, helping firefighters there fight the largest fire to ever take over that state. 15 troops and a pair of Black Hawk helicopters are on scene. If you would like to help, the Red Cross and the United Way are the two main groups assisting people who've lost pretty much everything. They say a little money can go a long way. You can donate on their respective websites. I can't imagine what they're going on over there, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a real problem with the dry weather that they've had. As for us, of course, it's been the opposite with the wet weather, but sunshine is now returning. It's here today. It's here to stay for quite some time. Temperatures are on the rise as well, and then we're actually going to be in a drier stretch as we move into next week. Here's what's going on. The area of low pressure responsible for yesterday's rain, that's now towards our north and east. Drier air is swept in behind that. Here comes this area of high pressure, and I'll show you a little bit later in the same weathercast where that high pressure is just going to sit around for a while. It's going to bring us more and more of that sunshine as we go throughout the week. There are a couple of showers up near Door County. Otherwise, the state as a whole remains fairly dry for us. Here's a live look outside right now. A couple of clouds still. We're at 55. We're coming out of the west at 5. But one of the things I want to show you is the dew point is also at 55. When temperature and dew point come together, you saturate the atmosphere. This is why your relative humidity is at 100%. Well, when you see that, you can see rain. You can also see some fog. Right now we have that thin layer of cloud cover, but where the fog is showing up, Lone Rock. Visibility all the way down to about 1/4 of a mile. You work your way into parts of southern Minnesota and parts of Iowa. Visibility is down to 0 out there. We'll all get better as we go throughout the day as sunshine continues to take over. Temperatures are in the 50s for just about all of us. This morning, 54 for Mineral Point, same for Monroe. Janesville coming in at 55. Watertown and Juneau also at 55. By lunch, I expect temperatures to be into the mid and upper 60s for everyone here. We're warming up into the low 70s for those highs today. This afternoon, I'm incredibly excited for. We're all seeing the sunshine, and we are certainly going to be basking in that. Overnight tonight, cooling down towards 51. More sunshine as we move into Monday. We'll find our temperatures into the 70s again. Now watch this as we move into the week ahead. The upper air pattern always controls what happens for us here on the ground. We're getting in on a little bit of a warmer pattern for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even in the Thursday, and you're really going to like Wednesday. But what happens into Thursday is we start to get in on a little bit of a cooler flow that's going to cool us down somewhat as we begin to move into next weekend. So here's the temperature trend. 70s, mid-70s on Tuesday, upper 70s and close to 80 by Wednesday, 72 for Thursday. Then we find our temperatures into the upper 60s as we go beyond that. Our normal high at this point is right around 72. Now here's what's going to happen when that cold front comes through. This area of high pressure is so dry and lacks moisture that by the time that cold front zips in from the north and west, it has no rain with it. This is the reason I'm expecting more sunshine all week long, and even though we're going to see a cold front come through, a lot of that moisture, that'll be kept well to the south. In fact, we're looking drier than normal as we go through that 6 to 10 day outlook, but your probability of temperatures to be cooler than normal, that's there as we move into the latter half of September. But it's cooler than normal by a degree or two, because by the end of the next 10 days, our average high is going to be down around 71. We're talking highs up around 70. So it'll feel like it should feel for this time of the year, even though that temperature is slightly below average. But still, Christina, abundant sunshine throughout that forecast.
The sun is good, but I do feel a little bit like we got slighted out of 1 week of summer.
We did. We did.
Week.
But, you know, I'll tell you what, if you can make it up this week, you know, get outside and use the pool on Wednesday when it's close to 80, it might be a good recovery.
I thought you were going to say we might be able to make it up this coming spring and just like start spring a week earlier. That's how it works, right?
That's a good plan. That's a good plan, but we never know around here. You know how that goes. We say that it'll snow until June.
I know. Don't remind me. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
It's time now to share one of our favorite stories of the week. A teacher in the Appleton School District is welcoming his kids back to class in a very unique way. Paul Miller says it's his tradition to start the school year off by singing a song, but this year, since Appleton schools are completely virtual, he made a music video.
So no one told me school was gonna be this way. I got my lessons ready, but the students are MIA. I guess I'll move it all to Canvas here. Even though we're starting virtual, we can still have a great year, 'cause I'll be here for you. When you're learning at home, I'll be here for you. And you'll watch me on Chrome. I'll be here for you. Until you're here with me too.
Someone give Mr. Miller a Golden Apple Award. Recognize that tune? It's a parody of the Friends theme song, and you're welcome. It'll probably be stuck in your head for a while now. Mr. Miller's video has gotten likes and shares on social media from people all around the world, and his students are very lucky. Be sure to make News 3 a part of your weekly routine by downloading our Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7. But first this morning, we'll introduce you to the frequent flyer lifting other passengers up before takeoff. The simple and safe way she's spreading homemade happiness.
Let me introduce me. Here I come. Yeah.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no two pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only 1 pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
Families are reeling right now, enduring illness, losing their employers' plans in droves. They need lifelines now. My plan lowers healthcare costs, gets us universal coverage quickly when Americans desperately need it. This is my promise to you. When I'm president, I will take care of your health care coverage and your family the same way I would my own. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Journalist, educator, leader, mentor. News 3 Now salutes retiring editorial director Neil Heineman for his extraordinary impact on Madison and beyond. Farewell to a friend. A special FTR Sunday morning at 10:30. Accurate news as it happens. Right here where you live. Information that you can use. From the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life. News 3 Now.
Finally this morning, an airport may be one of the last places you'd expect to find random acts of kindness, especially right now. But CBS's Chris Van Cleef has the story of a frequent flyer who is lifting spirits and putting smiles on faces that are hidden under masks.
I want you to have a good day today.
Holding a handful of homemade happiness,
And I just want somebody's day to be better.
Catherine Knight is hoping to change the world.
Thank you. You're welcome.
One kind word at a time.
My son wrote that one. Oh, thank you so much.
While traveling for work,
have a good day.
She's handing out cards to strangers at the Houston airport.
I really just want to make the world a better place.
Well, you did today. Each with a message meant to shine a bit of light into these dark days.
You have to wear a mask, so you can't see somebody's smile or if they're sad. So if you watch somebody's eyes, you can kind of determine, you know, maybe that person needs a little pick-me-up.
Perhaps now more than ever.
I think people need to know that there's still kindness in this world.
But in the age of COVID,
Have a nice day. Nope. Thank you.
you can't blame Heidi Botkin for being a little skeptical until the message sunk in.
Thank you. I'm super stressed out when I get the 3 kids by myself. So yeah, it was a nice little pick-me-up.
This random act of kindness project started 3 years ago. Catherine and her son Parker write uplifting messages for people they've never met and may never see again. More than 25,000 so far, including one for pilot Michael Jones.
It helped, you know. I think everybody's having their own personal struggles right now.
At a time when we have to stay apart, a small reminder we're all still in this together. Chris Van Cleef, CBS News, Washington.
I love stories like that. They always put a good smile on people's faces. And I know we've been having a lot of technical difficulties during the show, but we did want to take a minute to celebrate Neil Heineman because we have some stats here. 28 years of community service, 1,500 episodes of For the Record, and 7,400 TV editorials later, he's now retiring, starting a new adventure. So best of luck to him. You can catch his final show later this morning at 10:30. He's such a great guy. Anytime you bump into him at the halls, in the halls here, he's always, he makes you feel like you're such an important, special person when none of us really are.
Absolutely. So best of luck in retirement, Neil.